Are you looking to upgrade your video quality and you want to go from something like this to something like this right here? Well, let's dive right into that. Let's go ahead and talk about what I would do and what gear I would upgrade in order to replicate this look. Also, keep in mind, if you're on a limited budget, I get that. Stick around till later in the video and I'll show you just by upgrading this one thing, it will dramatically increase the quality of your phone videos. All right, so we're gonna talk about what gear to get, trying to keep as close as possible to $1,000 budget as we can. So this is the Sony a6400. You can find this used on eBay for around $650 to $850, and it comes with the lens that you will be using for this as well, the 1650 kit lens. Not the best lens in the world, but if this is for the purpose of vlogging, either out in the field or especially in the studio like we're talking about right now, this will honestly get the job done just fine. The 6400 has all the bells and whistles you would need for making your personal videos in your home studio. It shoots in 4K 24. As a quick tip, 24 frames per second is what Hollywood uses. It's gonna help your videos seem more natural as it introduces the type of motion blur the naked human eye can see. This camera can also do some pretty nice slow motion, shooting in full HD 1080 at 120 frames per second. Slowing that down to 24 frames per second is going to tackle most of your slow motion needs. The only other thing that you have to worry about with this camera, if you're truly getting it to upgrade your video quality when shooting talking head videos, is it has 850 autofocus points. This means its autofocus system is very fast for its price, and overall it's just going to help you keep more of your video in focus. Next Friday, I'll be discussing what manual settings that I use for my videos for my Sony cameras, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're looking to learn more about the manual settings when shooting video. Now, like I said, this lens right here, it's the kit lens. It's not the best lens in the world, but for what you need and the purpose of this, it's going to be pretty awesome. It is optical steady shot, so when you're taking vlogging type videos, it's gonna help with the stabilization just that much more. 16 millimeters is plenty wide for most vlogging situations, but for some reason, if you need a tight shot of something, 50 millimeters, it's one of my favorite focal lengths for a variety of shots. Next thing you're gonna need is a decently fast SD card. I would pick up some V60 speed SD cards. A 256 gigabyte V60 speed SD card will run you around $46. And if you're just vlogging, that's pretty much all you're gonna need for the long foreseeable future. Next, you're gonna need a tripod. This is the K&F concept tripod. It's what I use in my studio. As you can see here, it has an adjustable head. You can easily switch it from horizontal to vertical, making it that much easier to shoot long form versus short form content. And it's also easily rotatable, so you don't have to move the tripod when you need to rotate your camera. Now that tripod is gonna run you around $70, which I think is a steal for everything it does, especially if you're a creator that wants to shoot both long form and short form content. Next, as they say, audio is king. Audio is just as, if not more important than the quality of your video. Now I use the X-Vive U6 microphone, but these guys are no longer for sale. So after doing some research, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend the Rode Wireless Go 2. It's a wireless lav mic, kind of like this one, and the quality is gonna be better than what you hear here. Now those mics are a little bit expensive new, ranging around $190, but I did a quick eBay search and you can easily find them for around $100 used, which is an absolute steal for what it is. And lastly, one of the cheapest upgrades you can do that's going to dramatically increase your quality of video is lighting. So this is a budget softbox light. You can pick up a pair of these for around $70 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in my description for this light, as well as all the other gear that I've talked about in this video. Now I just want to go over some general lighting tips for you beginners out there. Let me show you what I mean. So there's a lot of people that think you should put your light directly head on like you see here in this diagram. But let me help you with a better option. Don't do that, and instead, place the light off at an angle, off to the side, and I'll help give your face more of a dimensional look. And not only that, but it's gonna look a lot more cinematic. For example, here's what I look like when the light is directly in front of me, compared to here, where the light is off to the side at an angle, giving a nice shadow cast to the left side of my face, making this simple shot a lot more pleasing to look at. Also, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, let's go ahead and take a look at just using those lightings and how it impacts the quality of an iPhone video. So here's my iPhone footage without any lighting on. As you can see, it's fine, but it's kind of dull. And here's that same shot with the lighting turned on off to the side, and I think it looks just so much better. So you can dramatically increase the quality of your phone footage with a simple fix of a $70 light. So anyways, that's how I would tackle setting up a studio with new gear, working with a $1,000 budget. As a quick recap, here's the $1,000 budget gear list. For the camera and lens, I'm going with the Sony a6400 with the 1650mm kit lens. We're gonna go ahead and get a tripod, which is the K&F concept tripod. The SD card I'm gonna recommend is the V60 Lexar Professional SD card. Upgrading audio is just as important. We're gonna go with the Rode Wireless Go 2. And lastly, you're gonna get the Skytex softbox lighting. The total cost of this, depending on whether you buy used or new, is gonna range from between $900 and $1,200. Anyways, guys, I hope this video will help you out. If you have any questions at all, or have any comments or thoughts about what gear you should get to increase your quality, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to help you out. I hope you all like this video. Please consider hitting that like button down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.